So guys, you are welcome to the third and the final class, the video class in this master class. Today we will be talking about the sales funnel, which helps you to get sold. We started with getting known and proceeded to getting found, and now we're closing out with getting sold. Now the other session after this will be about sales conversion, which will be practical class in which you guys are going to be implementing everything that you need to date. So that will be recorded. It's practical. Okay, so that said, we started out with get known, and for getting known, we mentioned the VAST method. The VAST method consists of visibility, awareness, and strategy. That is coming up with strategies that helps you gain visibility in the marketplace and awareness in the minds of your ideal customers, of your target audience. So we're getting known. The rule is that you do everything you can to be known by everybody, because a business owner that isn't known is not a business owner, is a hobbyist. That is, the person is into hobbies and the person is not into real business. If you're into real business, you got to make noise. You have to blow your trumpet. You have to scream on the mountaintop. People got to know you, know what you're doing, know what you're selling, and all. You need to log that up. Is interrupting my class with the noise in the background. Okay, so like I was saying, when you get known, then people who get to know you will remember you when someone needs what you do and they need recommendations. So you are a fashion designer who specializes in shirts for men and women. You may be meeting with people who work in corporate organizations, and you may meet people who don't even work anywhere. That is, people who are unemployed, especially graduates that are looking for jobs. Now, these people that can't afford you or do not have the resources to pay for what you sell, when they see the good work you're doing, there's every likelihood that they are looking forward to a day that they will come and patronize from you. But in the meantime, when somebody else tells them they need shirts, corporate shirts, fitting shirts, your name comes to mind. And those guys who do not have jobs presently but know about you will recommend you, saying, oh, you can try out so and so fashion, fashion outfits, fashion house. They make quality shirts. So that is what visibility does for you. People who don't need what you're selling, or people who can't afford what you're selling, will be available to tell those who need it and can afford it. And those ones who need it and can afford it are what we call your target audience. That's what the VAST method does. Helps you to get known. Now, when you are known, how do you get found? By your ideal customers. That is where communication comes in, marketing communication comes in. And to get found, I came up with that system called the Big Six system. Now, the Big Six system, right, what it does for you is helps you to narrow your thinking, helps you to focus your mind on the critical questions that need answering in order for you to be found by the people that need what you're selling. And the first step of them in the Big Six is the question, how much do you want to earn? or how much do I want to earn? On your own end, I would like you to personalize it. How much do I want to earn? So let's do a quick exercise here. How much do you want to earn in October? Sales goal. The purpose of the question, how much do I want to earn, is to help you set sales goals. In my coaching programs, particularly Fashion 6 Basic and Fashion 6 Pro, where the focus is helping you to grow your income earning capacity. Fashion 6 Basic helps you to grow your income to 100K and upwards to 900K monthly. Fashion 6 Pro helps you to grow your income to 1 million naira plus, up to 9 million monthly. That is what we teach. That's what we strive to achieve in each of these coaching programs, right? One of the pillars of the coaching program that has made it successful is the fact that members are expected, it's compulsory to set sales goals every month. They need to set sales goals. Without setting sales goals, they are not in business. They are just playing at a hobby. They are not doing business. So if you are here and you are watching right now and you are not setting monthly sales goals or quarterly sales goals, you are not in business. You are just playing at a hobby. Change your spec and change it as quick as possible. Okay, so set sales goals. So I need you to do this quick exercise in your notes. This is supposed to be done in the sales conversion class, but I'm bringing it up, bringing it forward in order for us to like have a real feel of how it plays. So the first question, how much would you like to earn in October? Now, when we say earning, how much you would like to earn in October, I'd like you to be as realistic as possible. You haven't done 100K before, you're writing 300K as your sales goal in October. That's not realistic. If you have not done 100K before, for me, what I would suggest to you is that the minimum sales goal you should earn is 100K. The minimum you should set is 100K. Is that realistic? Well, it is aspirational for some people. For some other people, it's realistic. Whether it's aspirational or realistic, go for the 100K because the exchange rate has been messed up a lot. By the time you convert 100,000 naira to dollars, does it even rack up to $300? Whereas it used to be $400, $500. So you need to think strategic. So 100K is the minimum. Apart from that, look at your present state. There's a rule that we also follow in the Fashion 6 Basic Coaching Program, which I'm now bringing to bear in this sales mastery. If you are earning 100K and above, please, your next sales goals for October should be at least double what you made. That is, for example, assuming you're earning 100K presently, your next sales goal for October should be 200K. That's the sign of growth. That's the sign of seriousness, that you really, really want this fashion business to become an enterprise, to become an empire in your hands. So if you are earning anything from 100K and above, double it for October as your sales goal for October, to push yourself and to raise the bar, shift the boundaries. That is how to grow. Okay, so question number one, how much do you want to earn in October? Or how much do I want to earn in October? How much do I want to earn? Yeah, I've personalized it anyway by saying in October, that is next month. It's about setting sales goals. Number two is, I looked at my notes, what can you sell to earn it? That is, what can I sell to earn the set sales goal of 200K? Now, you need to look at your present collections of products and services. Please, you list out all your products and services separately. You do not assume or presume anything. You list them out. Okay, I am selling shirts. I'm selling skirts. I'm selling trousers. I'm selling pants. Don't tell me I'm selling women's wear. When you say you are selling women's wear, you are not serious. You are not ready to do business. When it comes to sales, it is in the numbers. It is in units. And units we mean by single units or double units. So sales is all about figures. A product multiplied by the price times how many units that you are selling in order for you to achieve your sales goal. So if you are selling, if you are, for instance, selling trousers and skirts, then, and we know that they are for women, yeah? That's what the target audience. The target audience are women, working class women, great. But you're selling trousers and skirts, which is great. How much do you sell a skirt? How much do you sell a trouser? If your sales goal is 100K, for instance, you could say that for you to sell, that your skirts are going for 5K, your trousers are going for 10K. If your skirts are going for 5K and you want to achieve your sales goal of 100, then it means that you need to set a target of at least how many? How many skirts? 20 skirts in order for you to achieve 100K, or 10 trousers in order for you to achieve 100K. Did you get that? That's the implementation of the big six when it comes to what can I sell to achieve that set sales goal. Now, when you decide that, oh, I'm going to target selling 10 skirts at 5,000 in order to make 50K, plus 5 trousers at 10K to make another 50K, which now gives me a total of 100K. What you are doing is called sales forecasting. Did you get that? Sales forecasting. I am not teaching you sales forecasting here, because if you want to forecast sales, you must have historical data. That is, you must have record, long-term record for the past 6 months to 1 year of your sales per unit of each product. So if you are selling skirts, how many skirts have I been selling from January till now per month? If you are selling trousers, how many trousers have I been selling per month from January till now? Then you will now look at the figures. You will see the trends in terms of the numbers that you are able to sell. Then you can use those numbers to now project how many that you should aim for against next month as sales. So did you get that? Okay, if you got that, please give me a thumbs up. So if you got the explanation, just give me a thumbs up. From Ngozi. Okay, thumbs up from Constance. Okay, so that means you guys got it. Adebola, you got it too. So all in all, sales forecasting is different from what? Sales goal planning, because in forecasting, you must have records of at least the past 6 months, and you'll be able to have in a table. I'm making orders. I make the previous month 25, the previous month 30. Then you now do an average. That will give you the average you can make by next month. And if you look for skirts also, you do the same thing. You get the average. That is when you can have like, okay, if on the average we've been selling 20 skirts and 15 trousers per month, that means that for October, we should go for 35 altogether. That is 20 skirts, 15,000. But then you're in business to grow. You're not in business to remain jet. Forecast that, okay, we've been doing 35 in total before at 20 skirts. skirts and 15 trousers, it means that if we put in more effort, we should be able to do at least 30 skirts and an extra 10 trousers. So that means 30 skirts and 25 trousers. That is sales forecasting. Wait, calm down. You're coming down. You are not yet at that level. The level you are in right now is estimating how many units per product that you have, that you need to sell in order to hit your sales goal. So if what you are selling now is skirts and trousers, right? What you're supposed to do is you calculate, you divide the skirts by, divide the sales goal by the number of, by the skirts, the price of the skirts. That is, the sales goal is 100K divided by the price of your skirt, which is on the average 5K. That means you need to sell 20 in order to get to 100. Now, apart from that one, for trousers that you sell at 10K, it means you need to divide 100,000 sales goal by 10,000 naira per trousers, and that will give you 10. So that means you need to sell 10 units of trousers to make the sales goal of 100K. Now, the thing is this, when you now get into the real world, advertising your trousers, advertising your products, your skirts, you do not have control over which one of them will move the market the most. Do you? Do you have control over which one will move the market? You don't. What you are trying to do is trying your best to promote and get customers. You may find out that this markets most. And instead of selling 20 skirts, you may find yourself selling 40 skirts and not even selling a trouser at all. Next month, you may find yourself selling more of trousers than skirts. That is, you could find yourself selling 20 trousers as against 10, which means you've doubled your sales goals that you set. Now, another figure that you need to understand is that when you engage in sales and marketing, that is when the figures start popping up, in terms of, oh, okay, how many skirts have we sold so far this month? How many trousers have we sold so far? When you add the figures that you made from the sales of skirts and the sales from trousers, so when you set sales goals, it is either of two things that you will experience. One, either you get very close to the sales goal that you set, or you surpass it. You don't usually hit the sales goal exactly. You don't usually hit it exactly. You either make close to it or you surpass it. That is the beauty of setting sales goals. I hope that is clear enough, in terms of setting sales goals. So when it comes to the question of how can I sell, what can I sell to achieve my set sales goal in question one above, you are focusing on your products. So for some of you, you may be into bespoke tailoring, for instance, and you are wondering like, oh, the prices of each of these products can differ. So what do I do? The truth of the matter is this. You need to first think of your product and your products as commodities. That means you need to first think of those trousers that you make as bespoke tailor. Think of them as products, like a commodity that you are selling. Just like somebody selling can of milk, somebody selling bag of rice, and what to do. Now, when you think of that, there is an average amount that you have always been collecting from most of your customers. Use it as your benchmark. Did you get that? For some of the skirts you've made for people, you've collected 3K. So for some of the skirts you made for people, you've collected 5K. For some of the skirts you made, you collected 10K. Oh, the highest you collected for a skirt is 25K. And that really comes. When you look at your figures, you will find out that there is one particular price point that you constantly get from people. That particular price point that you get from people, if you are convenient with it, if you are satisfied with that figure, then use it as your benchmark. For instance, you may find out that, oh, okay, on the average, I get people to buy my skirts for 5,000 a lot. Then I'll benchmark my sales goal at 5. That every skirt you make must start at 5,000. No. In reality, you may find yourself getting people who bring to you fabric, right, to sew expensive skirts, more than people who come to sew cheap skirts at 5K. The 5,000 naira of your as your benchmark is to set a limit that you cannot go below. This is the limit I can't go below. That is what you are doing when you benchmark. Are we clear on that? When you benchmark, you are setting a limit so that you do not experience something called free fall in price. It happens, even crude oil, crude oil does not have a set mark. There is a bench mark that is used for estimating for crude oil prices, and it can go up or can go down. So that's the same way when you're dealing in a service-based business like bespoke tailoring. But if you are dealing in ready-to-wear, where you already know the constant figure, I mean, you know what the price of each of the products are, you don't have this kind of challenge, plaguing you. So, question number 1, how much do I earn? We are talking about sales goal. Question number 2, we are talking about your product. Question number 3, who can I sell it to? Who can I sell my product to? The beautiful thing is this. When you answer this question, you will not be wasting most of your time on social media. Who can I sell to? If you realize that the people whom you can sell to, who will gladly pay the price that you have attached to your products, and not on social media, please, do you have any business staying on social media? If you get good money, they are not on social media to buy. They do not really care about social media. But they care about their golf clubs, where they meet with high-ranking people whom they can network with and cut multi-million deals. Please, to get your customers, social media or the golf clubs? Can you please answer that? Somebody turn off your mic and let's have a quick discussion on that. That's question number 3 that we are solving. We'll soon be through with this big 6. So who wants to try? So where do we go to? Please turn on your mic and tell me. Then switch off your mic. So will you stay on social media and keep posting?
No, golf
keep posting. Keep posting.
Golf club. You go to the golf club where they
You go
are.
to the golf club, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Now, I just wanted us for rhetoric, to answer that question. The real message in this point I've just raised is that you should be found in the places where your target audience can be found. If I find out that my target audience, who are fashion entrepreneurs, can be found in their associations more than they can be found on social media, then I will reduce my presence on social media and head over to the associations, attending meetings after meetings of tailor associations of fashion designer association, you are in the business of looking for your target audience where they can be found and going there. That is what you are doing. So question number 3 is dealing with what we call customer segment. So note it down, customer segment. That is what question number 3 is dealing with. That is, who can I sell it to? Now, when we talk about customer segments, it means that you have to be specific, very specific. Who can buy what I'm selling? Is it a doctor or a lawyer or someone earning a salary range of 200K? Or is it somebody who loves flashy lifestyle or somebody who likes to stand out anywhere they are and they don't care how much money it will cost them as long as they look good? You need to be very specific. Then you look for where they can be found and go and find them. So that is question number 3 is your what? Customer segment. Question number 4, how can I be known to the people that I can sell to? So all these people in these customer segments that you have listed, right? How can you be known to them? So Ngozi is here. She's at home. She makes beautiful corporate dresses for ladies. Ngozi doesn't have anybody she knows also, per se. She's at home right now. Today is Friday. She's at home. But she wants to sell the designs that she already has created. She has samples of them. She just wants to sell them. She has done, okay, she's won some of them and taken some pictures, beautiful pictures, but she wants to sell too. So how can she be known by these corporate women that are in corporate organizations, women that are professionals? How? That's the question that that we are to answer at this point. So this means that she's looking at something we call a launch strategy. So she's like, how do I launch out? Do you get a launch? How do I launch out? That's what we mean by the question, how can I be known by the people who I can sell this to? That is the 4 degrees of separation. So I want to meet the governor of Rivers State. So how do I go about it? Oh, Constance is in Port Harcourt. And then Constance is connected to a civil servant in the state secretariat. So what do? I talk to Constance, that top civil servant in the state government secretariat, where the office of the governor is. When I meet that person at the state secretariat, he may know the PA to the chief of staff of the governor. So can you see how the linking is going? So from Lagos here, I reach out to Constance in Port Harcourt. Constance links me to a top civil servant. That's a third person. Constance is my first contact. The top civil servant is my second contact. That top civil servant now links me to what? The office of the PA of the governor. And then I get to the office of the PA of the governor and I make with favor with one of the staffers there who now links me to what? The PA. The PA himself is the governor's own chief of, the PA, pardon me. Okay, I'm linked to the PA of the chief of staff in the governor's office. That's the third. That one leads me to the chief of staff himself, who now listens to what I have to say, likes me, and then says he will book me an appointment with the governor. So that means I have walked through 4 persons to get to 4 degrees of separation. So that means there are 4 people between you and the ultimate goal that you are looking for. So if you are trying to get connection with people, important people. There are like 4 people between you and that important personality that you want to meet. So your job is to look for the first person that can link you to somebody else they know. So that is relationship working along, relationship, helping you to get closer to the right person. So if you want to sell a product, for example, the question is, who do I know that knows a banker? And then the person you know links you to the banker, and the banker links you to other bankers that he knows. And that way you start spreading your network as among bankers. I am not into fashion. I don't, so as a fashion I don't make clothes. But when I started in the fashion industry, focusing on the fashion industry, for coaching, the first online hits are fashion designers who can now link me to other fashion designers. And that was how I was able to start getting the connection. And then from talking to them, they informed me about Facebook groups like Valissimo, Facebook groups like Precious Apparel, ABSL, Let Us Sew, and many other groups like that. Oh, and I'm like, oh, so there's a lot of fashion focused Facebook groups. Then I jumped in, and before you know it, one thing led to the other, and we are here today. So, guys, the question that begs answering, after you know how much you want to earn, and after you have known the products you want to sell in order to earn it, and after you have known who you can sell to, that is the customer segment, the question that begs asking next is, let me check, how can I be known to the people that need it? These people I am targeting. So you have 4 degrees of separation away from these people. So you need to start drawing on your network. The same thing applies. Oh, I want to be a fashion business coach, for instance. Let me give you an insight. You want to be a fashion business coach, and then you already know that your target audience are fashion designers. And then you already know the product you want to sell, some coaching program. You already know all of this, okay? It leaves us to now identify how can you now be known by these people. Oh, you look to your contact and you say, okay, who are those that I know in the fashion industry that have the contacts of fashion designers? So, Constance, won't I come to your mind when you're thinking of who to talk to? Because automatically you know that, oh, this person already has fashion designers at his beck and call. So if I connect with him, it will just make it easy for me to do what? Get to all of these people. We need this. We need this. That is the reason for this question. How do I get to be known? Then apart from that, we proceed to number 5, which is how can I position my brand to be found by these people? Positioning is all about packaging. Did you get that? Positioning is about packaging. That is brand positioning and packaging. Brand positioning and packaging. Let me add it to my notes. Brand positioning and packaging. Oh, how do I package myself to be found by these people? Let's just play a scenario. Okay. Who do I use now? I've been calling Constance. I've been calling Ngozi. Let me call Adebola. Okay, so let's say Adebola, right? Adebola is into women's wear, and then she's been trying to get into some corporate organizations that she has noticed her customers can be found in. And then she has identified that, oh, our customer segment, the people she wants to sell to, and not bankers this time around. She wants to sell to those guys in the oil and gas sector and IT sector. So she knows her products, which are dressed down business casual dresses, which are very ideal for those kind of work environment, because IT people, they are not known for wearing suits. When was the last time you saw Mark Zuckerberg wear suits? They are not known for wearing suits. They are known mostly for wearing jeans and trousers and t-shirts and shirts normally, you know. So now imagine that. Hmm. The beautiful thing is this. Like I said, our target audience are these professionals in the IT sector, in the real estate sector, and in the, which other sector did I mention earlier? I mentioned IT, I mentioned real estate, and I mentioned one also. I lost my train of thought, but I said all of them are
Oil and gas.
oil and gas. Good, oil and gas. Yeah, oil and gas, IT, and then real estate. Now, these sectors favor business casual, that is informal dressing, but that which still looks, smart and formal like. So she has her designs ready. She has reached out to some people that she knows work in an IT firm, another in a real estate firm, and another in an oil and gas company. And those guys were like, oh, we love what you're doing. Can you come over to our office? I mean, let's check you out. And then she goes visiting. Or they request like have a Zoom meeting with her because of COVID-19 and lockdown. So she's leveraging Zoom like this to show them around her house, right? Or her facility, and display outfits for them. Now, she's done the job of being known to these people. They know her. Now we are now getting to the point where we want them to find her as the right person to work with. In this case, she is so well dressed on the day of the visit to the office that everybody on the road is praising her, is complimenting her. When she walks into that office and heads turn, what has she been able to achieve? Please, I'm painting a scenario. She walks into the office where our target audience, IT people, they are. And she says, I'm here to see Shade. And they say, oh, please wait for Shade here. She'll join you shortly. And even the reception cannot resist saying, you're looking beautiful, man. What has she been able to achieve? If you ask me, I'll tell you that she has made herself to be found. Because there's no way somebody will compliment you on what you do or how you look that it will not strike a sales conversation. When somebody compliments you, that's your opportunity to sell. If you smile, enjoy the compliment and keep your mouth shut, you need to be spanked. Are you in the business of collecting compliments? Is that the only thing you came to do in this world? Let me answer now. I think I hit a home run there. You are not in the business of collecting compliments because compliments cannot be deposited in the bank. Rather, you take the compliment graciously and you tell them, I made it. Would you like to get one? Or can I make for you? Thank you so much for the compliment. I can make a better one for you. And then let conversation start. Before you know it, you will become the center of attraction, the center of discussion, exchanging of contacts happen, right? And then you already have conversations to start. So getting found by those people is not the same as getting known. They know you, but you need them to find you. Finding is like they become magnetized to you, pam. And then they're like, what can you do for us? How can we work together? I like this dress. Can I get one? The fact that they are showing interest and they are like interested in buying does not mean they will buy immediately, right? Doesn't mean they will buy immediately. But the conversation has begun, which is what you are after. Let me cite an instance. One of my old clients told me that while she was a student in Olabisi Onabanjo University, you are going with in Ogun State, that she would parade all the banks in the town and tell them the bank officials that she wants to open a bank account just to promote her fashion business. She went as far as opening bank account with about 10 banks. Back in the days, we are talking about year 2001, 2002. And then when she walks in there and tells them, oh, I like to open an account, they give her the account opening form and what have you. Then she compliments the bank official, the customer service rep, and tells them like, I make shirts, if you don't mind. And then they look at the one on her body and they're like, oh, you mean you made this one you're wearing too? This is lovely. Now, that's her being aggressive, because for her, she said she didn't have the looks, she didn't have the curves. Imagine if she had learned how to dress to kill back then, she would have doubled her sales. But then she was still smart enough to say, when she's talking to the bank officials, she let them know immediately that I make shirts and I have a sample here. I don't know if you like it. Just check it out. And then he said that's how they will now tell her, that's how they told her then that she should come back after closing hour at 4 p.m. Then they will let her in by the side entrance to the bank. So when she walks in after 4, when they are now closing their account books, they will give her a special seat in the marketing department. Then all the bankers now come to her to have discussion. And then they are marveled at the dresses, the shirts she made. So that means your product, what you sold, on the one hand, can be enough to make you found. On another level, a higher level, you dress to kill with that outstanding product, and you cannot help but be found out in the crowd of people. So what you need, based on the example I cited of this old customer of mine who visited banks, right? Because she knew that the banks were the places where she will find her customers. It is these 6 steps that she followed. Same applies here. The last one. So that means this number 5 question of how can I position my brand to be found by them is actually brand positioning and packaging. Brand positioning and packaging. Then the last one, how do you get them to buy from you? When it comes to getting people to buy from you, you need to now understand the HARO method. You need to understand the HARO method. Arrow, arrow. We shoot arrows. That means you need to learn the method for shooting your shots and winning. We'll get to that in a minute. Coding. Okay, so guys, you're welcome. I'm going to be doing a screen share with us of a document I created on Google Docs to guide us into the R method for selling. Okay, so I want you to have a look at this. This is the sales funnel. Sales funnel as a topic that we started today, right? Is an embodiment of the Big 6 method and the arrow method. These combined together gives you quick results in your business. But then I need us to understand what sales funnel is. So that's why I've created this image for us to guide us in our class. Now, look at sales funnel here. So for a sales funnel, that means a sales funnel is also known as its purchase funnel. There are 4 levels here involved, 4 levels, and the levels are awareness, interest, desire, and action. Awareness, interest, desire, and action. Those are the 4 levels involved in the sales funnel, or the purchase funnel. What's awareness? Okay. Now a funnel, the beautiful thing about a funnel is this. The beautiful thing about a funnel is that about the sales funnel, right? Is that it is shaped in a Y. It is shaped in the letter Y, the alphabet Y, shape to depict the flow when it comes to getting customers. At the top of the sales funnel, okay, so guys, I just found out that I had been talking and then my voice had not been recorded. Okay, at the top of the sales funnel here, at the top of the sales funnel here is where we have something called market potential. In between, in the middle, we have suspects and prospects. And then at the bottom, we have customers. Now, what this means in essence is that here at the awareness level, there are a lot of people that become aware of what you do. That is, you are doing things to make noise so that a lot of people can become aware of what you do. They can become aware of what you sell. And from their midst, you will get a few people that are interested, that develop interest in what you are selling, in your business, and your business gets their attention, so to speak. Now, from these people that show interest in what you sell, in your ready to wear, in your bespoke tailoring, in your fashion school, from these few, we will now get those that have desire to buy. The ones that have desire to buy are the ones that will reach out to you. Those are your prospects. For instance, when you discover that, oh, your target audience, based on the question, who can I sell to? And you find out that, oh, civil servants are the people that you can sell to. You then look out for someone who can link you to those people. And then there's a friend that says, oh, my auntie works in the Lagos State Secretariat, Alausa, come along, and then I would introduce you to her. She introduces you to the sister, you go visiting the sister, and then the sister talks to you and takes you around. There will be people she takes you to who will show interest, but will not buy from you, or will not even care. And there will be people that will show interest and will be willing to buy and say, hey, okay, let's talk more. Those are your prospects. Now, the sales prospecting session we had focused on prospects. Focused on prospects. That is the sales prospecting session that we had, in our last class. Focused on prospects. And when we talk about the people that buy from you in terms of customers that buy from you, we now are talking about, okay, I said we focused on prospects, and then we have what? Customers. So it is from your customers that you generate from your prospects rather, that you generate customers. So at the top of your sales funnel, what you have is your list. Your list in terms of potential customers that are interested in what you're doing. They are not all going to be interested. Now, this is where we have your visibility and your awareness working. Visibility and awareness, they are working at this level because you're creating awareness and people are becoming aware of you. And then also, those that need what you're selling are aware of you. Those that don't need what you're selling, they are aware of you also. That's visibility and awareness working for you. Amongst them will be some that are now interested more in you. They are more interested in you, but they are not ready to buy, even though they are interested in you. Then followed by those that now show particular interest and say, hey, so the now show interest in the class and like, okay, yes, I am more than interested in what you are doing. I want to buy. Then you now have prospects where you now have all those qualified prospects, hot prospects, cold prospects. Then those of them that buy now become customers. So that is that about the sales funnel. So the sales funnel means that at the top of your funnel, there's a crowd of people that know you. They are visible to you. That is your target audience also here. Now, interesting. Interest means people who are now interested in you from amongst this crowd. There are a few that will now show interest in you. Not all of them that show interest in you will be willing to buy. So we suspect them of wanting to buy from you, but they may not all want to buy. So those that now have the desire to buy from you, that really have the desire to buy from you, they are the ones that now reach out to you and say, I would like to buy what you sell. We call them prospects. This is where you now work on hot prospects, on your prospect to qualify them, whether they are hot prospects or cold prospects. If they are hot prospects, they are qualified. Then you follow up on them to make sure they buy from you, and they come out the bottom of the sales funnel by taking action to purchase from you. Until somebody purchases from you, they are just prospects. Okay. Now I won't go into the sales process here. We've covered that. Then I'll take on the arrow method that I mentioned, right? It's still built around the sales funnel. Okay. Here we have the arrow method. This arrow method, at the bottom of it is what? At the bottom of the arrow is the mouth of at the bottom of the sales funnel rather is the mouth of the funnel where the customers are released. There are three things that you need to do when you want to really implement a sales funnel. You need awareness, you need to build relationships, you need to sell offers. Did you get that? You need to create awareness. We've talked about this extensively in our previous classes. So at this level, you are creating awareness by writing posts on Facebook, by sharing posts on Facebook, by sending out WhatsApp broadcasts and the likes. At the top of the funnel, you're trying to create noise, let people get to know you. Then when you get a few people to know you, you need to do something called list building. That is generating contacts of people who need contacts of people who need what you are selling, so that you can build a relationship with them at the middle of the funnel. So now at the middle of the funnel, that's what we have there. Now at the bottom, you need to now launch what we call offers. Launch offers at the bottom of the funnel. So what are offers? Offers are things that you package together to say, come and buy this for this amount, get two for one, buy one, get two free, buy two, get one free, order this and get that, whatever kind of special promotion that you come up with, yeah, is an offer. Okay, so there you have it there. Okay, so that said, I move on to this part, the arrow funnel matrix. The arrow funnel matrix is very, very important. Now, this arrow funnel matrix, right? I created it to explain how the awareness phase, the relationship phase are connected with the funnel, and then the strategies that are attached to them. So I'll run by this very quickly. So this is the third of them. So at the, oh, Mojisola is in the waiting room. Let me add her in, please. Admit. Then back. Okay. So, okay, so we are back here. Interesting. Okay, so we are back here. Screen sharing is wonderful. It allows me to add people back in the class. And we continue with the class. Okay. So guys, at the awareness level, here, at the awareness level, you are creating awareness. This is the top of the sales funnel. And these are the things that you can do here. So I would explain these things. I would explain them to you. There's more, but this will be enough, suffice for now. So for instance, social media posts, right? I said the rule of three. This means that you should plan to post 3 times a week on Facebook, on Instagram, or any other social media that you're making use of. So for instance, for me, I post on Facebook almost every day, but when I kind of hack it, I reduce it to 3 times a week: Monday, Wednesday, Friday. For a platform like Facebook, the beauty of sharing there is that you can always share your posts. That means that when you've created the post and they're published, you can share. That's the beauty of the share button. Same thing applies with YouTube. When you post on YouTube, you have the share button to share to other places. Now, Facebook also has share button there to share to other places, right? I figure, yeah. But Instagram doesn't. And I don't think Twitter has. I'm not so sure. But Instagram doesn't. So for fashion business, Facebook and Instagram are the top-notch social media networks that you can make use of, to reach out to your target audience in terms of creating content. So I have a bias for Facebook because Facebook has more features to share and spread the news about what you do than Instagram. Okay, so that's why the social media post rule of three comes in. You create the post, 3 posts per week, and you share the life out of them. As in, you share them in order to reach many people, with your posting. So let me quickly show us something on my Facebook, page. I'm looking for my Facebook page. I want to quickly show us something on my Facebook page so that you can have an idea of what I mean by sharing. Where's Facebook? Okay, so this is my Facebook page. Okay, admit. This is my Facebook page. On my Facebook page, okay, this is not what I need. On my Facebook page, my Facebook page, I mean my business page on Facebook. This is Laoye Curtis. That's my Facebook page. Okay, so on my page, you will see some of my posts. Please take a close look at this post. Okay, take a close look. This is one of the posts on my page. This post has reached 97 people so far. Well, that's not the top performing post anyways. I did some posts yesterday. So these are images of certified coaches I'm going to have. Look at this particular post. I didn't write more. I didn't add pictures to the post. Let me press more. I said, hello there, trust you are good. I have some interesting news for you. Can I share? Now, this particular post has 2 comments and 1 share. And it has reached 461 people and 26 people have liked it or reacted to the post. 2 comments have come in, 1 person has shared it, and then 461 people reached. If I tap on the comments, okay, look at the comment I have here. Oh, this is great. And I reply, thanks a lot. So that's there for you. Okay. Now there are some other posts I want to check out. Look at this particular post. It has 12 people who have liked it, liked, loved, you know, being wowed and what have you. 41 shares. That means this post has been shared 41 times. Now, the interesting thing about this is that I joined at least 40 Facebook groups that are for fashion designers. And these 40 Facebook groups, they allow my posts, they approve my posts on their groups. So I write posts on my page here and I share to those 40 groups. There are more than 40, about 60 of them. And I keep sharing to them every time I post. So I don't necessarily have to post every day just so I can reach people. Because when I posted this for 41 shares, it got to what? 4,616 people that were reached. This is from my Facebook page analytics. 4,616 people saw this particular post. 4,616. I've seen it today. And I have some other posts here. Look at this post. This one has reached 10,000 people. 10,443 people that read it. I didn't have more than 22 likes on the post, which doesn't matter, and only 1 comment on the post. And I've shared 41 places, yet it has been seen by 10,443 people. Please, the more people see your post, the more people engage with your post, the more popular you get, the more known you get. Against the day when some of them will be reaching out to you privately and saying, hey, I saw your post, I've been following you for 1 year, please, I need help in my business, right? Now, finally, this is one more post I want to show you. This post has reached 15,409 people that have seen this post. And it has been liked, loved, and loved, yeah, by 44 people and shared 47 times. And there are many, many examples like that. Learn to make use of your social media page like this, right? Okay. So that said, let me return back to our Word document on Google Doc. Okay, we were here and then we were here. Oh, this one has been scoped. Print layout, yeah. Good. Okay, so this funnel that I've been trying to show you, right? This is what it entails. Awareness is at the top of your sales funnel. That means your sales funnel is the strategy you are deploying to funnel people to you. That means just draw the kind of people you want to you so that you can now start separating them, those that can afford from those that cannot afford you. Now, and I started out by pointing out the rule of three in social media posts, which is why I went through all of this merry-go-round, showing you my Facebook page and how the posting of how posting is done there. So please, the rule of three will help you to save your time, your precious time. You don't have to post every time. You need to just learn how to post 3 times in a week: Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And when you post, let it be posts that are based on pain point of your target audience. Pain point of your target audience. We did an example of that in class, when we talked about sales marketing strategy, where you come up with the pain points, the problems that your target audience they deal with when every day when it comes to dressing, and also when it comes to their personal lives, which you have natural strength to talk about. I'll get to that later. So because social media is like your showroom where you want people to come and check you out. You don't have the time to be explaining yourself to many people just because you want to sell. But when you have a place they can go to and read up about you or watch videos about you and what you sell, what you talk about, and they see that the things that you talk about, either in writing or in recording or in demonstration, and they see that these things, and they realize that these things that you talk about or you write about, you demonstrate, are answers to the pressing pain points in their lives, the problems that they deal with every day, they will stay glued to you. Social media, by all means, is not the only way for you to create awareness, to build the awareness that leads to sale. The second is networking. Networking simply means building your network of friends and associates who can connect you with those who you need as customers. Okay, you want to get bankers as customers? Who do you know that works in a bank? Who do you know that knows someone that works in a bank? You want to penetrate the state government? Who do you know that can penetrate the state government for you? Let me give you an instance. My close friend Yola, last year, that's 2019, he connected me to a madam who as an NGO in memory of her late son. The son was a fashion entrepreneur before he passed on, having returned from the UK where he went to study and decided like he's going to help people and he's going to start a social enterprise around fashion. But unfortunately, they lost him to the cold hands of death, and she initiated the foundation in his memory. The beautiful thing about the foundation is that every year they give out at least 50 sewing machines and fashion equipments to help indigent fashion designers, who literally cannot afford those equipment, and they do it for free. So last year she requested that my friend connect her with a good speaker who is into fashion business. And my friend Yola is a TV producer, video producer. So he's the video coverage, videographer for the event. Look at how interesting visibility works. Because I'm visible to Yola as a business coach for fashion designers, my name popped up in his head when that woman made the request. And they offered for me to come and speak there. They let me know upfront that this is not a paying engagement. It's just a free event. Oh, by all means, I went there and I delivered my own pitch, and interestingly, I got noticed, which is where the getting found comes in. I got noticed by the recipients of last year's gift from the woman, which happened to be the students of the Women Development Center, Agege, Lagos, where women are trained for free on different skill acquisitions, and in this case, for those into tailoring, and fashion designing. Now, the director of human resources, they are the HR director for the Women Development Center, Agege, Lagos, contacted me and was like, at that event, walked up to me and said, "Sir, we love your presentation. Can you please be a speaker at our events that we are organizing?" And I said, "Oh, by all means, ma'am, please let me have your number," and we exchanged numbers. Incidentally, the week after our event, I was hosting We're Ready to Wear Unwrapped, our Ready to Wear conference in 2019. So I gave her a free invite to the event. She came with her daughter and she was mesmerized. That convinced her more that, hey, we need this man. Fast forward, October last year, they organized their first major event and I was the top speaker. Fortunately, the Commissioner of Women Affairs and Poverty Alleviation, which oversees their parastatal, she was there. And that was how I got known by the lady. And from there, they've invited me on another occasion to come and have a 2-day training for them. Out of the 2-day training, during the 2-day training, they didn't give me enough time to finish my presentation. So it happened that at the Lagos State Secretariat, that is Alausa State Capital, the state capital, the Secretariat for the state government, somebody who participated in the recent training we did, the 2-day training that I did for them, which was the second time I was going there, to train at Women Development Center. She kept singing my name to our boss, the director, at the Women Affairs and Poverty Alleviation Ministry. Like, oh, there is this speaker that came over. This man this man that. They did not let him finish. Oh, it was so wonderful listening to him. And that is how they looked for my number and called me and said, "Can you please come and train NGOs that are women-based, women-focused, and are under the Ministry of Women Affairs and Poverty Alleviation?" And I'm like, "Oh, by all means, I'll be glad to come and do that." The program is going to hold very soon. We've concluded topics and everything. My point in sharing this with you is that networking also pays. What if I'd rejected my friend's request to come and speak for free last year? What if after I'd gone and this Women Development Center called me up and told me like all they can pay is honorarium, and I said no? Would I be able to get all of these connections that are coming in, to the point that I'm told that I'm gonna have to issue certificate of attendance to those NGOs, and there are big NGOs and small NGOs that will be turning up for that event organized by the Lagos State government under the aegis of Women Affairs and the Poverty Alleviation Ministry. Can you beat that? That is what the power of networking is. Now, list building. For list building simply means when you go out, whether on social media or physically, using dress evangelism to reach out to people. Please start gathering contacts, be exchanging contacts. The best kind of contacts to be exchanging are WhatsApp numbers and email addresses. Start collecting email addresses and WhatsApp numbers. Exchange contacts. Request people to please save your numbers. Be polite about it. Save their numbers and get them to save your numbers so that they can see your WhatsApp status, so that you can create a WhatsApp broadcast and add them to the WhatsApp broadcast. If you are posting on social media, learn to use WhatsApp API. If you don't know what WhatsApp API is, Google it or go and install WhatsApp Business app on your phone. WhatsApp API is there. It's called short links under WhatsApp Business. Let me try and give you an example. Let me do a demonstration here. Let's get to WhatsApp. This is my WhatsApp. I'm turning on my WhatsApp. This is our group on WhatsApp. Can you see? Okay, so let me quickly respond to this lady. Okay, so I responded to her. This is my WhatsApp business app. This WhatsApp business app, I have a lot of conversations going there. Can you see this? Can you see this? Okay, I won't be able to. Okay, so now let's get back to the three dots. I clicked on the three dots and it brought business tools. So if I tap on business tools, you'd see my WhatsApp business profile, catalog, away message, and what have you. This is the tool on WhatsApp for creating for creating WhatsApp API. WhatsApp API actually means WhatsApp short links. Short links. This is it. This is the link you use for creating WhatsApp short links. So I click on it shortly. Can you see WhatsApp API shortly links? So now with this, you can generate short links. So if I want to create a message to get people to buy from me, now can you see this is one of the short links I've created. I've already typed this. I want to register for your coaching program analysis basic. This is the message I want to prompt up when somebody clicks on that links and I click OK. It has generated the link. I can do what? Copy the link. I've copied the link by tapping on it, or I can share the link. So if I share the link on WhatsApp to the group where we are, the Sales Mastery Group, for instance, and you click on it, it will bring you to Passion C. It will bring you to my number so that you can chat with me. You can try it out after class. So I'm going to share it to the group. I'll say the message House of Courses on WhatsApp, and I click here. Now, if I tap on this link, it brought me to my own number on WhatsApp. I say, I want to register for a Fashion Seeds Basic. And then I received a message from you. So WhatsApp API is done with the short link code on WhatsApp. Otherwise, you should learn how to program it. But then that's a topic for another day. Okay, so I've just shown you how WhatsApp business to work. So back to what we're discussing here. So now WhatsApp business tool works in terms of WhatsApp API. Now I mentioned networking. Networking is very, very, very critical. Social media rule of three, I've told you. Now imagine you are networking with people and then you ask them for their Instagram handle so that you can follow them on Instagram. And then they give you their Instagram handle, you follow them and you quickly send them a DM saying you would like them to discuss, you would like to have their you like to be friends with them and ask for their WhatsApp numbers. But while you are still talking, you're already requesting for their WhatsApp numbers. It's giving people your Instagram handle or asking for their Instagram handle is a very fast way to start rapport with total strangers because it makes them feel important that somebody wants to follow them on Instagram. It's a simple hack. I'm giving you, make use of it. And I've talked about list building already, right? And this building simply means collecting people's emails and phone numbers. Oh, tomorrow you may take a course on email marketing, and then suddenly you want to start doing email marketing, or you have someone who is willing to run email marketing for you, and then you're not then wondering where to get contacts of the potential customers that you can reach out to. You already have emails and you send them emails. What about dress evangelism? I talked about that earlier. Dress evangelism is when you dress to kill, dress to wow, so that you can make heads turn. It's part of ways of creating the awareness. Announcers are a very interesting lot. Anybody who has the clout to announce you in the places where your target audience are is an announcer. Anybody that has the clout, the influence in those organizations, in those communities, in those clubs, in those associations where your target audience can be found. They are announcers. They are announcers. And I already explained what WhatsApp API does for you. Now, that's at the awareness level. At the relationship level, we are talking about building bond, right? About messaging, building bond messaging. Oh, sorry. We are talking about bond building messaging. That is, you don't just want to rush and start telling people to come and buy. At this level, right, the middle of the funnel, you are building relationship. You want to establish relationship with people whose contacts you collected, people whom we have reached out to, who says they like what you do and are interested. So what are the ways by which you can build bonds? You can build bond with these people by adding them to your WhatsApp broadcast and messaging them. Don't message them more than twice a week. Messaging them to, talk, to share useful information with them. For instance, if your target audience are IT people, you need to start learning more about different types of IT, learn about IT tools, IT career, IT business, helpful things that you know will help them. Oh, those people don't know how to manage their time, and you have an article that you've seen on a website that talks about it. Send a message and say, oh, guys, I saw this and I would like you to check it out. You will love this. Something like that. Now, WhatsApp broadcast, WhatsApp status, SMS, follow-up calls, Facebook and Instagram inbox. That's what I mean by you DM them. For follow-up calls, I'm talking about you following up people with calls, chasing after them with calls. And then we're talking about SMS. SMS means SMS, sending bulk SMS or one-on-one messaging. Then when you post on WhatsApp status, definitely these people are going to be seeing it. Now, this particular discussion we are having here, I need to have a different class to talk about it at length. Yeah, so that means I'm giving you guys a bonus class next week. Yeah. So now these are options for you: WhatsApp broadcast, WhatsApp status, SMS, follow-up calls, Instagram inbox or Facebook inbox are the ones that you need right now when you are starting to try and build relationship with your target audience. Then when we talk about sales related messaging, we are talking about you creating WhatsApp catalog. Now, if you don't have the quick sell catalog on your quick sell app on your phone, it's high time you went and got a quick sell app on your phone. You can download it from your Play Store or iStore, from a Play Store or your Apple Store, App Store rather. You need it because quick sell catalog helps you to create catalogs that more people can click on and buy from you as it were. Okay. Now links to your online store. Yeah. So the WhatsApp broadcast and status update. I will send this document to us in the group. Then finally, this is where direct selling comes in. Direct selling. This is where sales campaigns come in. This is where for creating 4x offer. Four times offers. Now let me explain this. Direct selling simply means you are asking them to come and buy from you. When it comes to sales, right? You're telling people, hey, please, I would like you to buy from me. I have these products for you to pick from. And those are interested, we show interest. Those are not interested, we don't show interest. Then sales campaigns. For sales campaigns, sales campaign simply means that you have a start date, you have an end date. When you are telling people, I have these products available to sell. Then the 4x offers means 4x offer means that or 4x offers means that you create an offer one per week to sell to people. Guys, I'd like to plead with you. Let's put a stop to the class at this junction. Thank you. Stop sharing. Okay, so